and collaboration. He urges participants to take actionable steps to promote reconciliation, empathy, and unity across society divides.
With over 250 ethnic groups, multiple religions, and complex political histories, Nigeria faces unique challenges of division and conflicts. We're a complex society, and so it is natural for us to face conflicts, misunderstandings, and polarization. But this is not exclusive preserve of the Nigerian nation. The whole world is restless today because we are all in search of peace. We must reject violence, we must punish criminals and their sponsors. We must promote dialogue and tolerance, we must uphold justice and human dignity, we must build inclusive societies that promote national identity, both ethnic and religious loyalty. We must have an informed and progressive mass and social media to drive the ideas we are asking for. Polarization will exist, but we must be proactive in trying to find solutions. All we have tried to do today is to say, yes, we know there are divisions among us. We should move away from just the blame game. Can we now begin to talk of recommendations? How can we fix? If we fix Nigeria, Africa will be good. If Africa gets it right, we'll have something to show the world that we can contribute to the national debate.
District Governor Return Larry Adedoyin says, we come together to build bridges of peace and strengthen our communities through dialogue, action, and shared values.
Today marks the 121st anniversary of ROTARY as an organization globally. Some 101 years ago, a Chicago attorney called Polaris, together with 3 friends, formed what today is known as ROTARY International. If not for their tenacity of purpose, if not for their dedication, if not for their commitment, we won't have what we call ROTARY International today.
The event featured dynamic panel discussions with distinguished panelists, including Rotary Major General Abiodun Rowley and Professor Franka Ovaje, moderated by Toyin Odolate.
Agree on what is interference, then finally the question, but the issue is, you have to prepare yourself for the competition. So if you are not prepared yourself for that competition, you cannot complain that somebody is outpacing you or taking your space. So to fit into that architecture, what do? There's a responsibility on you to guard against it. If you allow yourself to be taken for granted, as I said, no definite answer from my own perspective. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. So, interference from the world of who comes to power, who stays, who leads, the region that leads. Thank you so much.
Okay. In my opinion, the fact is that you allow others. It is the leader that invites the foreigner to come and help him or her to get a seat. And once he or she has done that, the foreign government or foreign interests, of course, they didn't do it for free. They want to have an influence, and therefore they have an influence. So it's back to leadership. You can't be running your country and somebody or some other country comes and interferes. Even the soldiers that have come in from the US, it's an agreement, isn't it? Otherwise, then there is a war. They're taking you over. So that's the problem. And I would like to go back to the question he asked. And it's easy for us to say our problem is leadership. Of course our problem is leadership. But who put the leadership there? It's the people. You say, oh no, they rigged the elections. But hey, we accepted it. We allowed it. Therefore, we deserve it. We have to get to a position where we actually choose who we want, and if we get the wrong person, we refuse. If you don't refuse, then sit back, relax, wait for 4 years, and pray and hope. All right? But I think we have to be in a position where we choose our leaders. And that is why the electoral law is so important, because if the wrong laws are in place, is there any reason to vote? Should you vote at all? So, I mean, I think it's time for us to sit up and say, I chose him or her. If I didn't choose, then I allowed it. My passivity said, it's okay. If I were one of the politicians, really, why should you bother about these people? Anything you do, they'll talk, they'll go to Twitter, they talk, then a few people demonstrate, and then they go back and sit down. I can continue leading. When we decide that enough is enough, we know what to do. Thank you.
I am an indigene of Kogi State. I schooled in Ilorin. My primary school was Islamic. The same school today they are going to attend it. Every morning, Quranic recitation. I grew up in an Islamic school. Seated here is Dr. Balogun. His father was Professor Ismail Balogun, Professor of Sharia law. He taught me Sharia at University of Ilorin. And he gave me the job at Lagos State University. Started my lecturing career at University of Ilorin in 1983. He took me to LASU and gave me a job that kept me in LASU for over 40 years. As a Muslim professor who made a bishop today. In the same way many Muslims went to Christian schools, didn't change who they are. In theology field in Nigeria today, it is a law. If you are a student of Christian studies, you must study Islam, you must study African religion, vice versa. We have a body put together in Nigeria called NIREC, Body for Interreligious Dialogue. The Sultan is there, the bishops are there, and so we should be able to create fora for interaction. We should see ourselves as brothers and sisters.
If I can get you to say that in under 2 minutes.
Well, you see, like, just as the professor mentioned earlier, by the United Nations estimate of Nigeria's population, we are now about 237 million. And our country, with this population, provides a large space for potential conflict. It's a fertile environment for potential conflict. And when citizens face what I call relative deprivation, it becomes a name in how they see things, with access to education, access to health, access to social services. Before you know what's happening, metamorphosis into group relative deprivation, in which interest groups unite around their identities. As it was mentioned, religion, ethnicity. And this country is one in which you have youth restiveness, as was mentioned. Poverty is there. And then you have cognitive bias. You know, it's not enough to say conflict is an incident, but it's the perception by the people themselves. And when people see a situation and they think, oh, this is the way it should be, not a fair evaluation of how it should be, then there's a problem. And those are the signs that transmute into various groups that commit violence.
You just must watch your language. The way you say things to people would make them feel included in it or excluded. And so, leadership in Nigeria, religious, political, end up saying you are different from me. But the Rwandese says we are Rwanda, not Tutsi or Hutu. Nigerian leadership should tell Nigerians, tell us all, that we are Nigerians, born of different parents, but united in one value, that is the citizenship of Nigeria. It will build a strong country. And us leaders, watch what we say, how we say them. They will build an inclusive country, build a place that nobody will feel ashamed.
The sections explore strategies for conflict resolution, community engagement, and practical ways Rotarians can drive a culture of peace in their district. Through presentations, discussions, and shared experiences, participants leave equipped to translate insights into impactful peace initiatives across Lagos and beyond.
Well, in our district, as with all districts across the globe, peace is the message that we have to pass to one another. Without peace, the society cannot flourish. Without peace, there cannot be justice. Without peace, there cannot be harmony. So every society needs peace. And one of our 7 areas of focus is peace building and conflict prevention and resolution. So it's for the strategic importance of this very important part of our life that Rotary International has designated a day, February 23 of every year, as World Understanding and Peace Day, which also marks the anniversary of Rotary International globally.
Okay, so how was the milestone reflects Rotary's mission, and how relevant is that legacy in addressing today's peace and developmental challenges?
Our duty to provide and uphold peace in our society is sacrosanct, because peace is the foundation on which all the other areas of focus are built. Peace is the foundation on which justice, equity, and understanding are rooted in our society. So a society without peace is a society without what I would call soul. So we need to make sure that peace reigns continuously in our society, because when we have peace, we have everything upon which we can stand on.
Well, we say today is Rotary's birthday, 121 years. And we also say the Rotaries that they should keep up the good work. Because Rotary does good. Rotary is good. Does good all over the world, you know what I mean? And they preach peace, they intervene in healthcare, they intervene in water, sanitation, you know? So they've been doing a lot of good work all over the world, especially in less privileged communities. We should keep it up and up the ante, you know what I mean? At the point they'd already eradicated polio all over the world, but polio still came back again. But we should now seek to the total eradication of polio and other diseases. And Rotary is a champion for that.
We have various peace centers in the world, one of which is in Africa at the Makerere University in Kampala, Uganda. And these peace centers are open to various volunteers across the world who want to participate, and they are sponsored by Rotary International. So that underscores the fact that peace is relevant in our society, and we need to practice peace across the world. In our district today, we are marking the World Understanding and Peace Seminar to let the world know that we mean what we preach, and that peace is very important to us, and we want peace in our various communities. A peaceful world is a world where all of us will live in harmony, and where no man will be oppressed, or where no man will be unjustly treated or unfairly treated, regardless of your ethnicity, your race, gender, or tribe.
Rotary Club of Ikoyi Metro, District 9112, demonstrates service in action by equipping 64 artisans and aspiring entrepreneurs with startup tools, strengthening their businesses and creating pathways for sustainable livelihoods. The initiative, driven by Rotary Community Economic Development Focus, provides essential equipment to beneficiaries skilled in tailoring, hairdressing, baking, welding, and other vocational trades. By giving artisans the tools they need, the program allows them to immediately translate their skills into income-generating ventures. The Rotarian President, Rotarian Alexander Chukwu, emphasizes that this initiative goes beyond a donation. It represents a strategic investment in people and grassroots economic growth. By placing practical tools directly in the hands of skilled individuals, The club promotes self-reliance, job creation, and long-term financial stability within the community. Beneficiaries expressed their heartfelt appreciation, describing the support as timely and transformative. Many affirm that the equipment empowers them to empower operations, serve more clients, and contribute meaningful to their families and society. The initiative reinforces Rotary identity as a people of action, echoing the District 9112 philosophy showcased at the recent DTLS 2026, where leaders demonstrated how deliberate service can create lasting impact. It aligns with the district broader vision of fostering dignity, independence, and measurable community change. At the 64 beneficiaries step forward with renewed confidence and capacity. The ripple effect strengthen families, stimulate local commerce, and build a more resilient community. For Rotary District 9112, empowerment is not just an activity, it is a deliberate pathway to lasting impact, and this program demonstrates it in action.
Rotary Club of Ikeja Airport District 9111 strengthens maternal and child health care at St. Sabina Hospital, Idimangoro, Agege, Lagos, by donating vital medical equipment and care items. President Rotary Kunle Olagudu says this humanitarian outreach is part of Rotary's global commitment to improving maternal and child health outcomes. Service Project Chairperson Rotary David Okechukwu asks, we provide essential equipment worth about 1.6 million naira, including a delivery couch, digital baby wear, suction machine, and childcare essential like diapers and many more. Midwife Sister Fidelia says we will use these resources wisely to improve care for mothers and newborn. We have steady electricity and a 24-hour inverter to power the equipment. Beneficiary Mrs. Essen Oluchi shares receiving these essentials before delivery is a first for us. I pray God continue to bless the Rotary Club of Ikeja and all Rotarians and the district at large. The President Olagudu concludes, maternal and child health is a major focus. This project promises lasting impact, fostering healthier beginnings for Lagos families through Rotary's collaboration with healthcare professionals and the community. That's all we can take on happenings around the district.
Thank you for staying with us on Rotary Half Hour.
We appreciate our production crew, sponsors, and all Rotarians making impact across our communities.
To all our viewers, you can drop your questions and comments or call our editors on 08033028090 or 09063701657.
Join us again next week, same time, same station. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
This is Ida Emmanuel Chibike, and we are right here in Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited. It's located in 48 Tedusho Road, right here in Suliri, Lagos. Are you an interior designer, an architect, a builder, and you actually looking for a place to get your furnitures and also quality fabrics like curtains for your homes? Great John Bosco is actually one of the best places to get that. We are situated here in Lagos, Nigeria, right here in Tedusho, and we have branches in Abuja and also on the island, that's Lekki Phase 1. We have from the ranges of Turkish fabrics, American fabrics, Italian fabrics, and what have you. We have them in different categories and in different collections. You can also check us online. We are active online on our social media handles. Our Instagram handle is actually Great John Bosco, and also on Facebook at Great John Bosco. This is Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited, your one-stop shop for all interior needs. Don't hesitate to come by our store here in Tedusho, which is the main head office, to see quality designs and fabrics for your need.
This call to prayer is brought to you by Jumurash Ashoke and Fabrics Limited.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa Allah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasul